Oh my word. What is going on? I was literally prepared to be doing my reaction based on a loss. But somehow Tottenham have ripped the script up. Year after year, we end up going into these games. Ange Postecoglou makes all these changes. Pochettino did it against Colchester. Conte against Sheffield United. And somehow we've won that game. I don't know how we've won it, but we were absolutely terrible. We were shocking. But out of nowhere, we've won it 2-1 at the depth. And I am just in an utter state of disbelief. I literally don't know what to say. I was getting ready. Well, I'm still going to criticise this team heavily because it was that bad. But there are a couple of positives to speak of. But obviously I'll talk about that as the video goes on. But yeah, full time in the Carabao Cup, third round. Tottenham 2, Coventry 1. I'm perplexed. I'm shocked. I'm baffled. All those words, just my mind is boggled. But before I go any further, if you are new to the Sonny Talk Spurs YouTube channel, get down below, subscribe, like the video, get in the comment section. What did you make of that game? Because it was utterly outrageous. Coventry fans as well, if you're watching this, you must be so gutted because we've robbed that from you. We have robbed that from you. But honestly, Ange made the changes and they all struggled. They really all struggled in that game, didn't they? Like, Forster, absolutely terrible. Terrible with the ball at his feet. Every time he came to claim something, it was like butter on his hands. Just not good enough. Just first game, I think, he's played for Spurs since we got knocked out to Fulham. And I was literally sitting there talking in the group chat being like, he's now going to be in the penalty shootout and not save anything. But yeah, that was nuts. Udogie, I thought, was playing as one of our best players, and then he gets subbed off for Djed Spence, who ended up getting the equaliser. And you had, obviously, Ben Davies, who ended up putting that block in, which was unbelievable. Dragerson looked okay. Archie Gray was, settling into the team with Bergvall and Sarr. And we had to get the heavy hitters on, Maddison's son, but they didn't really provide much either. Shame, really, in the first half as well, that Odobert went off injured. Really gutted for him. Hopefully that isn't too bad. But I'm just in an utter state of disbelief of how that sort of substitution has... that injury, and it's just weird. It's just weird how this game... You can tell I'm a bit lost for words. I'm usually more, level-headed when I'm talking about this thing. But I'm still not happy. I don't think you can be happy after that result. It's going to G up the players. Like the positives I take for it is a performance like that can boost and launch your season. That's one of the two positives I take from that game. This is the game that G's us up. Ange doubled down on his trophy and winning in his second season comments. And if he got knocked out, it would have been absolute turmoil for the club. The knives will still be out for him. They will be. It's just inevitable because, he's made the changes. The team hasn't performed well. We didn't play, we had all the possession, but we weren't making any chances. But, another positive you can say, Brennan Johnson getting the winner. I really like Brennan Johnson. I think he is or has got the potential to be a good footballer. So him grabbing the winner will do him the world of good. And I have to stand against the people who have been criticising him on social media and calling him out, abusing him. That's not on. Do not agree with that whatsoever. On these videos, I will question players, but I'd never abuse them. I think that's bang out of order. But yeah, I'm so happy that he got the winner. The two goals were quite good, actually. Nice Djed Spence into play. He's shown that maybe he's got a future at the club. Right back, left back, versatile. See why Ange has given him another chance. And then, the Brennan Johnson one. Lovely ball through, and he just, tucks it away out of absolutely nowhere. Just mind-boggling, because I look at Coventry and how they set up, and they didn't just park the bus. They actually really went for it. We were just really lackadaisical. I don't know if it's because we had 8 changes from the North London derby against Arsenal, so maybe that's the reason why, this team has not worked together. I know you had the likes of Bentancur in there and whatnot starting, but Werner, time to call it a day for Werner. I think that could, personally, I think that should be his last game for Spurs. Absolutely shocking, just terrible, absolutely terrible, abysmal. Just does the same thing all the time, doesn't he? He will take the ball to feet and then just turn back and just that's it. He's not going at players. His crossing is terrible. He doesn't shoot. Woeful. And I did feel sorry for Dominic Solanke as well, not getting any service whatsoever. I don't think this is a thing to, like, you know, chuck the book at Dominic Solanke. I just don't think he is getting any service in this team. No balls to feet, not being able to run in behind. But maybe that's because he's not linking up with Maddison or Son or Brennan Johnson earlier in the game. But no, that's crazy. And that's football. That's football. I mean, I know what's going to happen now. The way the Carabao or League Cup works is weird this year because of the Champions League and European football. They're split up over 2 weeks. But next Wednesday, I believe, is the draw. We're going to get a big hitter, and we're going to get knocked out. It's what's going to happen. You know, after that, you know, that is the luck we probably have needed over the last, we've played a couple of games this season, had a lot of chances and not scored from them. In this game, we've not had a lot of chances and we have scored from them. So I'm just in an utter state of disbelief. I feel like this video is just me rambling and babbling and bubbling. And even I'd already made the thumbnail for if we'd lost. So I've got to change that now ahead of this going live. And yeah, I think we really have got away with one there. I don't know. I think Ange has saved his bacon. At the end of the day, I'm not Ange out. I've got to stand by that. I'm not Ange Postecoglou out. But the fans would have been there would have been murmurs. The fans who are already Ange out would have had fuel for their fire. So it's just good to see that, you know, we have pulled a result out of nothing. We have kept going to the end. When we do that, we do keep going to the end under Ange Postecoglou. Late winners, late equalisers, games turned around on his head. So, yeah, hats off to Coventry. Absolutely. Like, there was a chance at the end where proper Gaza / Defoe, like, back post sliding just inches away from doing it. But, nah, that is crazy. That's football. That's the League Cup. Is that what, can you say that to the League Cup? But, yeah. Now we move on to Brentford, and that's what worries me even more. Brentford will, the teams in the Premier League will put you more to the sword than a Coventry. Coventry are very mediocre in the Championship. No offence to them, but we know they gave Manchester United a game in the FA Cup semi-final last year, but we've just got to up our game. And I know that might be due to the changes, because even like, I look at that game and you see Bergvall and Archie Gray. They've got so much promise, but you can tell they're raw. They need more minutes. They need more time. Be bled into the team gradually. More, maybe a couple of them start and integrating with the first team against Brentford as well to give them a little bit of a chance. But that's nuts. Absolutely nuts. But I think I'm going to leave it there because I'm literally lost for words. But if you have enjoyed this sort of mishmash of a summary, like the video, subscribe, let me know all your thoughts in the comments down below. Hit the notification bell as well, because it'll let you know when I've gone live. And until next time, I think obviously I'm going to be reacting to the Brentford game at the weekend. So there's that. And then hopefully I'll get another video out before the end of the week as well, before Saturday. So stay tuned for that. But until then, I'll see you guys later. Come on, you Spurs.